This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Hello.
Heyo. We're back.
We are back.
Merry whatever you celebrate.
Yes.
It's all over now, but I hope yours was
now.
good. Feels like it's been a while since the last show.
It does feel like a while. We took a little Christmas break there.
Yeah. A little Christmas, New Year's break.
Yeah. I had a great Christmas. Yeah. It was my first Christmas back with my dad, so.
Okay.
And his wife it's like a 10-course meal.
Oh, wow.
So,
nice.
You get like a full-on Italian dinner and then a regular Christmas dinner with like your prime rib and your ham. Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that's, well, I only know this from The Sopranos. They talk about Thanksgiving is like they do a whole like manicotti and sausage and peppers.
There's lots of manicotti.
And then the fucking bird, and then the bird.
Yeah.
It's like they do like a whole, Feast of St. Alzire and then Thanksgiving.
I was super confused because she calls everyone to the dining room and we all sit down and there's no plates. There's just bowls, and there's a big bowl of salad, and then there's a big bowl of homemade gnocchi, a big bowl of homemade spaghetti, a big bowl of homemade meatballs and sausage. And there's I'm like, holy fuck, this looks awesome, Mm-hmm. And then she comes out and she's got a plate in her hand and she goes, all right, we'll start at the left. What do you want to eat? And she's like, I can, and her son's wife is like, I can get it myself. She goes, no, not this stuff from the kitchen. What do you want? So there's cheese manigot, there's beef manigot, there's fucking chicken parm. Wow. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, how big are the helpings? Because I'll take one of everything.
Yeah, a sampler platter.
Yeah. So then we get done, and she's like, all right, 20 minutes back at the table. And we come back in, and there's like scalloped potatoes, mashed potatoes, ham, prime rib, asparagus, like the whole. I was like, what the fuck? And then she's like, all right, another 20-minute break. And I was like, there's more?
This is like a boxing match. Like you can go to the corner for 20 minutes and just I
was like, I'm going to die. I think I finally met my match.
Yeah.
So we came back in, and there was 17 different types of Christmas cookies laid out on the table.
You counted them?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. And cheesecake and chocolate cream pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee, you would have been in heaven. I saw her face.
Dude, we get loaded up because my mom makes so much. She doesn't make that much, but she makes a lot.
Right.
Considering on, especially when we do like a Christmas Eve, it's whatever, 10 people, and 4 of those people are small children.
Sure. Right.
So it's like they're not going to house. So it's like there's 3 like 40-pound cheesecakes. And then we get sent home with it looks like we have a catering company. We have just
Same
boxes
here.
And boxes, and I've just been housing all that shit.
Me too.
And we just plowed through the last of it. And that's why we're doing the beginning of the year like a green juice cleanse type thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing a lot of soup broths and stuff this week. So
Okay.
I'm kind of fucking dazed.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to flush the system out. It was bad. I can't believe we physically ate that much. When I'm thinking about the box of shit we put in the car and the fact that it all went into my face.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, how is that even possible?
I know.
It's like when you see one of those things, it's like how many Earths fit in the sun. You're like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, she goes to this. So I haven't seen her in years. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember how she is now. She hands me a 20-pound box of food and goes, by the way, Chris, I think you're getting a little fat. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, you did this. You did this to me.
I was like, thanks a lot. So she's like, you're welcome to come over anytime. The whole garage is a gym now.
Well, I guess it has to be cooking like that.
Yeah,
Fuck.
exactly. But I'm kind of doing the same thing you guys are. I went to Tops the other day and I bought only fruits and vegetables, and I've been eating just fruit for breakfast all week.
No, yeah, it's like fucking Requiem for a Dream. We're like a couple of junkies. We're like, we have to stop. After this one, this is the last one.
Exactly. Exactly. No more man of God.
Yeah.
I can't take it anymore.
Oh, there's still some.
I need one more piece of red meat.
There's an emergency stash of lasagna in the freezer.
There you go. Attaboy.
Oh man,
that's funny.
But it's been cool. I don't know what else happened between then and now. We did a Biv show at Pearl Street, which was fucking great after the Sabres game. Sabres whooped ass, which they haven't been doing lately, I guess. But that night they did.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. So a bunch of people piled in after that, and it was a big party. Yeah, Pearl Street rules. We're going to start doing a lot of stuff down there.
So is Pearl Street connected to Riverworks?
Not physically, but
I heard that it's the same ownership.
I think so. The guy Josh is the guy we're dealing with at both places. So he's involved in both. I'm not sure how deep it goes.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, but it's great. It's a great venue, man. He's the man. He fucking loves Biv, and he's the coolest guy. And he had brought out lights, and he's playing with the lights. He saw the Dead at the Sphere. So now he's like got some lights, and he's all into it and shit. We're like, hell yeah, dude. He had fucking strobing and going with the songs. He was awesome, yeah. It was a good night. So we're going to start doing more stuff there. Maybe St. Patrick's Day. Keep your fucking ears peeled.
Ooh.
Well, a fucking Biv EP just dropped.
Yeah.
It's called RGB FM because it's 4 tracks, and we did these little interludes, so it's kind of like you're scanning the radio dial, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And the cover of it, here's the behind the music. The cover of it is like an old-timey radio that it's in my bedroom. It's like one of those radios that's like a dresser, you know, and it opens up and it's got the turntable.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
Took a picture of it, put a bunch of filters, made it look all fancy and everything, and did like some Old West kind of banner.
Yeah.
You know, because it's... I think it's cool. There's a whole concept behind it. And it's 4 of the most different songs. I mean, the theme is that, I don't know, everything. The theme is that there is no theme. There's no boundaries. There's like a straight metal song, and then there's some straight fucking Caribbean shit. But it's not like we're doing that on purpose. It's kind of just what happened. We weren't like, let's sit down and write the 4 songs that are done were like so different, but it's great.
Yeah.
We have a wide fucking range, man.
That's good.
We're an eclectic group of fellas.
You really are.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes, Lee.
We glossed over Christmases because remember he had more Christmases than anyone I've ever known.
Okay.
Every year. And did you not hear his dad was another one? But he hadn't done a Christmas with his dad in a while.
Yeah, so it's on Spotify and everything, and you can go check that out.
I want to know how
Yeah, we're going to get into the Christmases. Anyways, we worked really hard on it. All right, now back to the fucking Manicotti, I guess.
No, that's awesome. We need to promote these things.
Yeah.
It's really important. I mean, it's important for not only you, but the show, like everything.
Yeah.
So, no, that's fantastic. I'm super excited for you guys.
Yeah, we're stoked for it. And I mean, shit, dude, in the time we got that one done and out, we're ready to go for the next one.
Nice.
For real. Got a bunch of good songs.
Right.
Yeah. Things have been going good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason I asked, too, was because, as you know, I saw Zach Sabbath there the other day.
Yeah, you saw Zach Sabbath at Riverworks. We talked
Riverworks.
about that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd rather hear about that than another goddamn Christmas. How was the fucking pumpkin pie at your aunt's house? Gives a shit. Talk about Zach Sabbath.
Dude, he fucking he plays everything. Like, everything that I want to hear. Like, I'm like, oh my God, it's the next song. It's like he's reading my fucking mind when I'm there.
Because he's also a super fan, just like you. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I'm just
exactly.
Exactly. And I brought my friends, buddies of mine that I grew up my whole life with. Like, we were all fucking huge deadheads in high school. And for whatever reason, I remember when I was 16 years old, hanging out with my dad and his friends and this girl that was at our house. They used to wake me up at 3 a.m. all the time and be like, you got to get up and play darts. We don't have an even number of people. And I'm
who would do this?
My dad and his friends.
Okay.
And I'm like,
that's certainly fucking made an impact.
Which may or may not have some of the reasoning behind me never finishing school. But, yeah, so I'd be like, I have school in the morning. They'd be like, you don't have to go tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, all right, it's only Wednesday.
They're the authorities.
So, she's like, who are your 2 favorite bands? And I was like, The Grateful Dead and Black Sabbath. She's like, okay, honey, well, that will change. It still hasn't changed to this day. No. Those are my 2 favorite bands, always have been and always will be. And so these guys that I hang out with, they're, real close to their favorite bands, too. My buddies from high school, they came with us because me and McDermott fucking were like, dude, you've got to fucking see Zach Sabbath. Like, it's disgusting how fucking good it is. And, like, the whole show, every time I looked at them, they were just like, woo, woo. Like, everyone's just fucking going crazy. They're like, dude, holy fuck, this is incredible. I'm like, dude, I told you guys.
And that's a nice, big fucking room, too.
It's huge.
It's a big, cavernous room, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to play there.
For the first two bands, we just sat at the bar because you can still hear the music.
Oh, yeah. It's like a weird little village or something.
But you
like
can talk.
Yeah. When in the back, yeah.
When you're in the back.
Like, when we were doing that festival, it was like, there was like, over by the arcades, there was like the pizza thing, and like Randy and was over there with his baby. Like, that was like family.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Like, all the kids were over there, and then like there was the bar, everyone's drinking, then everyone's playing over here, and then there's the whole, they had a bunch of vendors set up. I was like, I'm looking from the stage, I'm like, this is like a little town.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Yep. I know. I was shocked at that you get that little bit away from the stage and you're able to like still hear the music, but you're still, because we all wanted to hang out and talk before the show.
Yeah.
Because we don't all get to see each other that much anymore. Like, we all live around here, but it's just, they got families. And blah, blah, blah. So it was really cool. We got to hang out, eat a bunch of mushrooms, and fucking just like chill for like an hour and a half. And then, all of a sudden Zoso stopped and we were like, all right, let's go get our spot, So we got our spot, and then by like the 10th or 11th song, I had to like step back because like
You're just getting rocked too hard.
I really was. Like, I was like, I got to take a step back. I was like, 1, 2, 3, take a step back. 1, 2, 3. So, and then like my one buddy was like, dude, we were worried about you. We were like, where the hell is the turning going? I was like, I kept you guys in sight the whole time. I'm like, it was just getting hot in there, and I was overheating and overloading.
I'm a big move around at a show guy.
Yeah.
I like marching around the whole place.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, dude. I like seeing it from every angle.
I do too.
Unless like you have an assigned seat or some shit.
Sure.
It's like you gotta see you gotta peep the whole scene.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I
love it. Absolutely. I went all the way to the back. I went all the way to the left. Then he came out in the middle, and fucking security guard was like,
what do you mean? Like he came out to the crowd?
yeah, right in the dead center.
Nice.
And this was after I moved back, and all of a sudden, fucking, there's a security guard just right next to me. He's like, out of the way, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh shit, that's Zach right next to me. So that was cool. McDermott's wife Denham, she goes, yeah, at the Cleveland show, he stood on our fucking table.
Oh, nice.
And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
she goes, his arm was right next to me, but I didn't touch it. Because I don't know if you've seen him, but he's fucking
jacked,
ripped.
yeah.
He is diesel, dude.
Yeah.
And she was like, I wanted to touch his arm so bad. It was really funny.
That's great.
So, great time. Riverworks, great show. You ever have a chance to go there, I highly suggest it. So, Zach.
That's cool. We part of our family Christmas thing was my mom wanted to take everybody to see The Lion King at Chase.
Yeah.
Take the kids, take everybody, because it's it's the touring Broadway fucking thing.
Sure.
We went to then part of our present to everybody was to take them to Banshee's Irish Pub before.
Okay. Yep.
Which is a super cool spot. You ever been there? In Buffalo, it's on
I've
Franklin.
heard of it, but I don't know if I've ever
Cool
been
as shit.
there.
It's old fucking authentic Irish place.
like
It's
that.
big, and it's got all these different rooms and everything, and
Yeah.
they play like there's this little mini stage inside, and then there's a big stage outside.
Okay.
And like they play like European soccer on the fucking
course.
TVs and everything, and they have it was cool. They got good old school Irish food.
Yeah.
So
So
we
they've
went-
got that show Banshee.
Yeah, I know the Banshees of Inisherin. That's a
there's a
movie about Ireland.
No, this is like it's like an hour-long show.
Yeah.
Like every week. And I've never actually seen it, but it sounds similar to what you're saying.
What is this? What do you mean show? Where?
It's on like HBO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that was cool. So we go and we go to Shays and it's beautiful. And Lion King was great, spectacular. The costumes are very unique and original and everything. And,
Nice.
But dude, every time there was silence, you just heard a symphony of coughing through the whole crowd.
Oh, really?
There was this little girl behind us, just nonstop cough. If you got quiet, it was just.
oh god.
And I'm like, oh
Jesus.
Jesus! And then I think Lee was a little fucked up for a couple days. I was
Yeah.
good. I'm tough. I bounced off of me.
There you go.
Dude, it was insane. And I was like, this is like an outbreak movie where this is the
Right.
first scene as we're sitting in the theater and we just hear coughing from everywhere.
Yeah.
And then, so, like, this show's great, and it's funny. The whole time, Timon and Pumbaa are the comic relief of this story. The big warthog and the little meerkat.
Yep.
And the whole time, the warthog's making fart jokes about himself.
Okay.
So he's got gas. He's like, oh, all the stars are balls of gas. He's like, you're a ball of gas. And then he was literally pointing his ass in the air and fart, and then, like, the flowers and the set would wilt. And it was, like, just nonstop fart jokes for this guy.
Okay.
And then at the end, after the big, curtain call, standing ovation, the guy dressed as Pumbaa is just like, okay, if we could just take another minute of your time. And he goes on this whole thing about how they're raising money for AIDS in Africa and how so much of the crew is from Africa and they're auctioning off signed posters and everything. And he's having this serious heart-to-heart, but he's still in the fucking costume.
Okay.
He's still got this farting warthog costume on. And he's like, no, seriously, folks, AIDS is really... dude, I don't know. Maybe someone else should have said that.
Yeah, right.
It's Simba to say it. We took him seriously. We accepted him as a leader by the end of this story.
Sure.
And you've been a farting warthog the whole time. That was an odd choice, but it was good.
Is an odd
I don't know.
choice.
Send them
That's
money,
funny.
I guess. They're doing good things. But I was like, all right, Pumbaa, fucking take a seat.
That's funny. Oh, my God. Yeah, sounds like me on a Monday. So I did have a large number of Christmases.
You put the crisp in Christmases.
We did, so that was about 6 hours on actual Christmas Day, what I just told you, because of all the breaks and all the foods and and then the presents, which that present right there was from my dad.
Oh, the sabers. It's a round.
And I'm thinking I'm going to turn it into a clock.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's like a round, one of those metal round sheet kind of sign things, and it's cut into thirds.
Yes, and it's the Sabres, the Bills, and the Yankees.
Nice.
The three things my dad knows that I love. He didn't forget me in these 10 years. He still knows who I am. But it's very cool. He had it custom made. And it's a pretty fucking cool thing.
That's awesome.
And like you said, it's round. So I'm thinking about turning it into a clock. I think that'd be
cool,
a really cool clock.
I just saw a video of someone take an old busted cymbal with the cracks in it and make a clock out of it.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah. So then we had to squeeze in my mom's just for like a half an hour that night, even though we were doing it another day. We had to see her on Christmas.
Right.
I got to see my mom on Christmas, of course. So we went over there
Yeah,
at
we do the
10:30
Christmas Eve with them, and then even the day after, we do like the skating thing with the whole family. And I was like, still, the day of, you got to at least like stop by or something.
Exactly.
It feels weird not to.
It feels weird not to. So me and my brother were like at 7 o'clock, we started feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
We didn't get to my mom's till 10:30.
Oh, wow.
Because, we still hadn't hit the third course. and then she had to package the food for us, which took forever. So anyway, by the time we got to my mom's, it was 10:30, and then my brother was like, all right, man, I guess I'll drive you home. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go to your place. I'm like, let's just go get fucked up.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? Okay. So I've never hung out at my brother's before.
Really?
No, not that place. And he's buying a house. He's in the midst of buying a house right now. Down here, so that's exciting. Nice. But we went there.
Is it better than Retard's place?
Oh, dude, I have news about Retard too.
Nice, cool.
From today.
Oh, wow.
So, but anyway, yeah, we went to my brother's. We got fucked up for like 3 or 4 hours. Then we went to the casino for like 2 hours. Then we came back, shot darts for like 3 hours, and then I took an Uber home at like 5 in. So that was the next day was kind of rough because the next day was my grandma's. And I was just like, hi, Grandma, I love you. So that was kind of hard. And she was just trying to make us all do stuff at her house. And then she gave us all granola bars and sugar-free root beers. I was like, you're awesome. You're so awesome.
That's funny.
So then Sunday brunch in Rochester. At my Uncle Eddie's house. He is the farmer. He sells garlic to all 50 states.
Wow.
Which is pretty incredible.
Nice.
I think. Like, I was talking to him for like a couple hours, and I was like, that is wild. I'm like, you send garlic to Hawaii. And he's like, yep.
Yeah, that's great.
I was like,
He's
Alaska.
got a garlic
He's like,
farm?
yep. He goes, I just got Nevada this year, and it was the most exciting day.
Yeah, dude, get them all. That's huge.
He's like, I had 49 for like 6 years. And I was like, why won't anyone from Nevada order? He goes, and all of a sudden I get this order in this one day, and I threw my hands up in the air and was just like, yes.
That's great.
So that was pretty cool. Hot Dog actually gets all his garlic from my uncle.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I told my uncle, I gave him the address, and my uncle was like, I know that place. And I was like, no shit.
Wow.
I was like, that's my buddy. He goes, tell him to keep sending the money. So that was pretty cool. And then,
Hey, I want to be a fucking garlic salesman.
Yeah, right?
From your uncle. How does everyone order garlic?
I'll get all the information from my mother, and next time on the show, I'll put it on here, and because it's
Who's gonna start going international?
He's got he does like fucking 20 some different types of garlic.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was that many kinds of garlic.
Neither did I. Well,
Yeah.
It's like garlic scapes. That's pretty much where it ends for me.
No, there's all these different names, all these different sizes, all these different shapes, and they all have slightly different flavors. It's fucking pretty cool. Like I did not know this much about garlic until 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
So I'll get everybody that information, and support the family if you can.
Yeah, let's try to get him his first international.
Oh,
Does
that'd
he
be
have
cool.
any international ones?
I doubt it.
Yeah,
Maybe Canada.
maybe Canada.
But-
I bet the garlic in fucking Spain is trash. You need to
Right.
get ours.
Yeah, I know. So I'll get all that information, and we'll put it out there. And then so then we
Nice.
had my mom's the next day.
Jesus Christ, I'm exhausted.
I know.
That's a
Believe me.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought we had to do a lot.
My mom's was the next day, and she basically made Thanksgiving dinner because she saw all the foods that we already had, and so she was like, the list is getting low on foods that are left. So we had Thanksgiving dinner at her house, which was always awesome. Like, who doesn't love Thanksgiving dinner? So good shit. It's pretty exhausting. It was a long 7 or 8 days. But good times.
Just a food bender.
Yeah.
We
This is why I went and bought all fruits and vegetables this week.
Yeah, I think
was
everybody
I was
does,
like, I gotta
yeah.
clean my system out.
we went to the Bistro Avira, I think it's called.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Lewiston. We've talked about it.
Steve Pusateri's place, right?
On New Year's Eve. Just like last minute. We didn't really have any plans or anything. The one thing I did kind of want to do, Morris Day and the time were playing at the casino for free.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, we should do that. But
Yeah.
it was like at the end of this long run of just doing so much shit.
Sure.
And I was exhausted. We're like, let's go out to dinner, and then if we feel like it, we'll go up and fucking do it. And we should have. Even
Right.
just to see him do Jungle Love at midnight and
Right.
then peace out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Morris Day in the motherfucking time.
Exactly.
But so we went there, and that was cool. And shout out to Matt, our friend who used to be from Omegang.
Yes.
Years ago, he did the Omegang episode.
Yes.
He walked in and sat right next to us at the bar.
Yeah.
So we got a spot.
Great guy.
Real last minute, like everything you there, you got to book it out. It's a small place, but
Sure.
they got us a couple seats at the table there, or
Good.
at the counter.
Okay.
And it was pretty banging, man.
Yeah.
It was delicious. And then we went home and we're like, fuck Morris Day.
Right.
No disrespect to Morris Day and the time, but we were sleepy.
Right.
It was tiresome.
Yeah, that's Steve Pusateri's place. He's
Great.
Yeah, he used to have the villa down there, and he tried doing the dinners there. I think that the place was just not the right setting.
Right.
Now he's got the right setting.
Weird
which
combinations of things that make stuff work.
Right. So I'm super excited that he's got a great spot because he's a great guy and he's an unbelievable cook. So everyone should definitely go check that out.
Yeah, the scallops were great.
Yeah.
Did you see that fog a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
Like on the lake? Was it crazy?
Yes.
We went for a walk. I had no idea this was happening. And we went down to the river, like by the Griffin.
Sure.
And it was you couldn't see Canada at all.
I couldn't
got
see
these
Canada from here.
insane pictures.
Yeah.
It was fucking banana. And this was also in the midst of this whole drone situation. So I'm like, oh, they're sneaking something in.
Yeah, right.
They're covering our visibility and they're just landing a mothership somewhere.
Right.
Dude, that shit was crazy. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why everyone got sick.
Maybe.
There's conspiracies going around. There's some sort of dense fog in the air that made everybody fucking sick.
Right.
And like a few days after that, we're sitting in shades and the whole place is coughing their lungs out. I'm like, oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but you saw it from here?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
How
yeah.
sick was that?
It was sick. I couldn't see Canada either.
That was amazing.
Uh-huh. I could see a little bit out over the lake, but it was dense over here.
Yeah.
More than there.
It was when you're
So-
walking down the hill, like Center Street goes directly down the hill there.
Of course, yep.
It wasn't even like it gradually got colder.
Uh-huh.
It was like, especially when you're walking back up and it gets warmer.
Yeah.
It's like you just hit a wall. It was
Yeah.
like from one step to the next, it went up like 10 degrees.
Okay.
It was fucking wild.
Right.
So I don't know what that was, people, but I'm suspicious.
Yeah.
It was strange.
Huh. I wonder if it was the smoke from the brick bar.
Maybe. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, what the fuck's going on over there?
Yeah, so I've wanted to talk about that too because so I heard through a little birdie.
So this is let's prequel this because I don't know if we ever even talked about the pink.
No, we did not.
We never talked about it on the show.
That's what I was going to bring up.
Okay, wow.
So the pink burned down, and it was arson.
Yes, by a guy whose last name is Burns.
Yeah,
which is like what the
which
fuck?
is very strange.
Yeah,
and you know, when he was being held and everything, I from what I heard, like some kind of psychiatrist or something said like if you let this guy out again, I don't think it'll be long before he commits arson again.
Sure, of course.
So I think it's the same guy.
Really? They let him out?
They let him out.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Like they don't keep you in for anything anymore.
Yeah, I know.
So, which is, you know, I mean, where the fuck was this 20 years ago? When I was getting in trouble all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
But not that I was ever held for an extended period of time. For
But still, they seem to be pretty fucking chill these days.
Yeah, it's very chill.
Wow.
So they let him out.
I couldn't believe that. It was the place right next door.
Well, and that's why they're thinking that it was the same guy.
His last name is Burns. He's like a fucking Batman villain.
Yeah, he is.
He's Mr. Burns.
He's Mr. Burns.
Wow, that sucks. Fuck that guy. Someone just find him and beat the shit out of him.
I know, right? Somebody find him and fucking throw him into the fire.
He's working his way down the street, and I don't want him to get to Nietzsche's. We play there all, I like playing there.
I know.
Let's not stop fucking around.
He is. He's working his way down the street.
Oh, dude, it's so weird.
I'm sure they'll keep him this time.
Yeah, hopefully.
If I'm correct,
it's the same guy,
or if my if my guy is correct, and it is the same guy, then there's no fucking way they can let him go again.
Yeah,
there's just no way.
Dude, it was so weird.
I mean, he's gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, of course he is. When the pink, I woke up, and it was like we had a crazy rainstorm down here, at least, and like if it rains really heavily a certain way, the back corner of the basement floods.
Sure.
So it like really came down, and I'm down there. And it was like I woke up in the morning to her saying the basement's, you got to go put the bags down. I got the flood bags and everything, but and then I just looked at my phone real quick and saw that the pink had I just saw a post from the pink that was like the pink will be gone by the end of the day. And I was like, what the fuck? What?
I know.
And it was just insane. I'm cleaning up I just remember cleaning up this biblical amount of water in the basement, like thinking about that. And I'm like, we're living in a different fucking world now.
Yes.
Yeah, I've honestly been in that bar a handful of times because like, I don't know. It wasn't really my.
Well, in my
I haven't
20s,
drank in a long time, so
yeah, that's true.
That's not like you don't really go there for long. I mean, some people do, I guess. That's like a fucking bar you go to get fucked up at.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, if you're not getting fucked
Dude,
up.
in my 20s, that was our last spot every night.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were there every week.
Sure.
Getting a fucking steak hoagie.
Yeah.
Fucking doing all kinds of illicit drugs,
Sure.
like off of illicit things and people.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were doing some weird things in that place, but it would always end with getting like a steak hoagie or steak sandwich. I mean, not a steak hoagie, a steak sandwich to go, and fucking 4 a.m. walking out the door fucking with this greasy steak sandwich, being so excited about the 3 blocks I had to walk to get home. I'm like, okay, 60 more steps, and I'm eating this bitch.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cultural goddamn institution. And from playing at Nietzsche's a million times, we all smoke joints out front and look across the street at all the fucking Looney Tunes hanging out outside that place. And then I went up to play Nietzsche's. I think we did the Sequelibrium thing in the front room. Yeah. Like last year, I guess. Well, no, I don't know. Like, it was shortly after that.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, I kind of forgot. And then like, I pulled up at that street that's right there, and like to turn left onto.
Oh yeah.
And I just like pulled up to the stoplight sign, and it was like gone. I was like, whoa! Like I forgot, and then just pulled up to like an empty lot. It's very fucking jarring. It's a place that I didn't really go to a lot. I looked at it a lot. Sure. Like I hang out in that neighborhood a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
So it's weird.
I've been in that.
And now there's gonna be 2 gaping holes.
Yeah.
They're saying they're gonna try to keep up the other place, but still. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to make him burn. Yeah, and Brick Bar, it holds a special place in my heart as well, because like every St. Patrick's Day we'd start at my place at like 8 in the morning. We'd be everybody would be shit tanked by like noon. start walking to the parade that was at 2. We'd do the parade, then we would go to Ulrich's Tavern over by the Trico building, and that's where we'd finally eat something, you know, and then from there we would head to Allen every St. Patrick's Day for like 15 fucking years. We did this. So like,
because it was Mulligan's Brick Bar, right? Like it was an Irish place.
Yeah. So that's where that was like our last stop before we ended up back at my house again at like fucking 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, you know, to finish out the night.
So weird.
But yeah.
And everyone gave it, like there was a fucking massive, from like a lot of comedians who would go to that bar, like after shows, like a lot of the degenerate comedians would like play Helium and then go to one of the wait staff at the club and go like, all right, where's the place? Where's the spot? Where's the party spot? And they'd take them to the Pink.
Of course.
And fucking Andy Frasco, when we played Riverworks with Frasco, he loved the Pink.
Right.
And like, he when he's on stage, he's talking to the audience and he said something about, and then like, I don't know if him and AJ, there's the timer, that's your chicken right there.
All
right. I don't know if him and the AJ on the lights, like planned this. I would think they have, but he's like, oh man, we lost an institution in Buffalo, or all this shit, and he's like, let's give it up for the Pink, and then he points his hand up, and then all the lights just went pink, like instantly.
Oh, nice!
It was like a fucking Harry Potter trick.
That's cool.
He like went pink, and then the whole thing went pink.
That's cool.
So yeah, shout out and respect to the Pink.
Yep.
Shout out Mulligan. Shout out all Buffalo and Allentown. It's a fucking goddamn cultural fucking hotbed.
That's Jerry's favorite spot.
Jerry's favorite? What?
Jerry Garcia. Allentown was his favorite.
Oh, in Buffalo?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
He loved Allentown.
Yeah, especially in his day when he was coming here, a little artsy community and everything. Not that it isn't anymore, but still.
Yeah. So, it's...
So let's preserve what's still left.
Please.
Let's fucking take the matches away from the baby. Holy shit.
Yes, seriously, please. Please do.
All right, go check your chicken.
All right. Be right back.
Okay, we're back. Chicken's looking good.
Yeah, the chicken is looking good. I just had to uncover it.
That's a gigantic cookie.
Yeah, I made
It's a heavy-duty motherfucker.
I know. She must have dug, because the big ones are on the bottom.
Oh, of course she does. She eyeballed them.
I made...
It's a strategy.
It's a strategy.
I told you about the hawk that came down and tried to get the chickens while I was standing right next to him, right?
Yeah.
So I've been taking them out because they've been loud as fuck. And they want to get. So you take them out, walk them around the yard, but I stand there with them.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm watching the fucking, like I should have like a earbud in and I'm like Secret Service and I'm just like watching out for them. And like today I
Left
saw
corner.
up in a tree. I was just like, yo, that's a fucking hawk right there. It's like brown. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, my eyes are shitty and it was really high up. I'm like, that's definitely a hawk and he's definitely staring at me and I'm definitely going to stare at him. And then, like, I kind of worked my way around. I'm pretty sure it was just, like, some leaves.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
I was like, that's definitely a fucking hawk. And I got him in my sights, and I see you, bitch.
Oh, that's
and I
too
just
funny.
stared at some fucking, just like some fucking shit in a tree for probably a fucking squirrel's nest or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
hilarious.
they try to get those motherfuckers.
That's really funny.
I got to get one of those owls that the head turns and everything.
Uh-huh.
Put it on top of the shed.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We babysat. So for Christmas, Lee's sister got their kid a German Shepherd puppy.
Yeah.
But they got it, like, 5 days early?
Right.
They wanted us to babysit it. So if we got to babysit a puppy at Christmas, it was pretty fucking fun, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I love
Puppies
that
are
little thing.
so great.
Yeah. I mean, got annoying and chewed a lot, and its
Of course.
teeth were mad sharp, but it was so fucking precious.
Yeah, their teeth are very sharp.
She was so chill, though.
Yeah.
Like, we had to take her around, and so we had shit to do.
Sure.
Take her to my parents' house, which my dad's not down with it, but everybody else is. And I'm like, dude, she didn't pee on nothing, she didn't chew nothing. She was just shy and just sat at my feet the whole fucking time. And she like connected to me, like she locked in on me.
Right.
So yeah, but dude, that was mad fun. Having a little puppy, and like, we had to do
Your dad
shit.
doesn't like dogs?
No, he doesn't like it. No,
No?
his parents do. They're old school. They're like, yeah, I'm sure if you went to like my grandfather, it's like, there's a dog. He's like, in the house. Like, he might like it and think it's cool or something, but I don't know. They're old school.
Yeah. That's fucking funny. In the house?
Yeah.
That thing out of here.
Dude, she was great, and we haven't seen her since like Christmas or a couple days after, maybe. So she's probably fucking big now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
but that was a lot of fun.
They grow fast.
Yeah, we like went to Petco with her to like get Christmas presents. Now we know what to get for Christmas. Get everyone puppy stuff.
Yeah, right?
And, like, I don't know if you've ever walked around with a puppy in Christmas time, but it's fucking, oh my God, dude. It's like walking around with a celebrity. Everybody's just stopping and wanting to take pictures and pet it and everything.
Sure, of course.
Wegmans, Premier Gourmet. It hated Premier Gourmet for some reason.
Really?
It was being cool. We put it in the cart, put a towel down, put it in the cart, and she would just lay down, just look around. And then for some reason, we went into Premier Gourmet, and she jumped out of the cart.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, she just did not dig that store.
Huh.
She was like, nope. Or I think by the end of the day, she was like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I
You know
bet.
what I mean?
I bet. Can't we just go back home?
Yeah.
It's so nice and cozy there.
She loved it. It was great, man. And I was kind of itching. I'm kind of
Yeah.
itching to get a dog now. Well, I've been itching to get a dog for a while. And she thought watching a puppy would turn me off of that. It backfired.
So I was out with some dogs today.
Yeah? Yeah, well, you were hunting again. You got a couple more pheasants.
I got a couple more pheasants today. The dogs, they're Weinerheimers.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a hunting dog.
Is that the kid who plays bass at open mic?
Yeah, that's him. But they got like big floppy ears. They kind of look like a cross between like a greyhound and a lab.
Okay.
Oh
yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
They got like weird jowls. They got like fucking
yeah. But they're great hunting dogs.
They got short little nubby tails.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And like as soon as the tail goes real fast when they fucking are on the scent.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the tail just points straight. As soon as it's got the bird locked in. And it's very cool. And you're like, get the bird. And it dives into the thicket, and then you hear and this bird goes flying up in the air. Dude, this one almost hit me right in the fucking head. My gun locked, which has never happened to me before.
Oh, wow.
And
this is like an action movie.
Dude, it was coming right at me. And I was like, oh, you're dead, motherfucker. And I go, click, and it just goes click. And I go, what the fuck? I go, what the fuck? And then I had to duck.
Wow. The birds are coming back at you. They're fighting back.
So that was, it was actually pretty cool. But we ended up with two more. And they were real specific. They wanted us to get the green and purple one. So I got the green and purple one.
Nice.
Yeah, I made sure the gun was working for that one.
We got a little musket demonstration. I don't know if we even talked about that. Did we talk about that when we went to the fort? On like a Sunday, we were bored. We went to the fort. And we were literally like it was us and a Chinese couple and two other people.
Yeah,
and the whole
I don't know
place.
if we talked about it on here, but we talked about it.
Yeah, and the guy was doing, he's come and gather around and demonstrate the musket, and he gave us a whole thing, and he was super cool. But he was doing the old timey voice.
Oh yeah,
like
I love
he was
that.
in character.
Yeah,
and he's like, now this is a different firearm than you'd find in your video games or movies. And I was like, what's that? What is that? How do you know what that is? What is that? What's a game? What's a video?
You don't know what a video game is.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I've never heard of that. What is that? How do you know what that is? Fucking got him. He's like, well, I got him. Ha, bitch. He just turns the musket on himself. I broke kayfabe. No.
I broke the old timer.
Yeah, but it was cool, man. And we were sitting in seriously, we probably did talk about this. This is what happens when they take a Christmas break. I don't remember what we talked about on the show. And everyone's like, yeah, we heard this. We're sitting in the guy's fucking they have like the bedroom of one of the officers, and his desk was looking out the window.
Yeah.
So you're sitting at his desk from like the 1500s or some shit, where he would sit there and write his fucking correspondence and everything, and look out the window at the lake. But now you look across and it's looking right at Toronto.
Oh, I know.
And you see this glass city of the future.
Yes.
With like shit flying around. Like you can see like shit flying in the air. And you're like, oh my God. Like the future. If you just went from past to future, it'd be shocking. But when you slowly come into the future, you know what I mean? You're
I
like,
know.
yeah, normal. It's a plane.
Normal.
It's a fucking plane, dickhead.
It's a plane.
You've never seen a plane before.
I know. What are you talking
like
about?
If you showed this guy anything, you just took your phone out and showed him what time it was, he'd be like, what? Fucking witchcraft.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
You'd think we were two spirits that are trapped inside someone's little box because you just hear our voices from hell.
Yeah.
I guess you would think we were trapped by a witch or something.
I was in Randy's truck today, my dad's buddy who I went hunting with, and he actually how like the centerpiece in anyone's vehicle is like the radio and like how you can get to your maps and like
your
the
dashboard.
Whole nine. Yeah, his is that, but he's got an actual clock.
Oh, wow, really?
And I've never seen that before.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, how the hell did you get that on there? He goes, I don't know.
You just bought it like that?
I don't know, but it was just weird seeing like a clock like that. You know?
Yeah, like with the hands and the whole, like a proper
video.
clock, yeah.
Like,
is it, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Like,
that's cool.
I mean, like, when you go to change the radio station, the clock goes away for a second. And you can pick whatever, like.
So we, when we went up to the Lion King, my sister and Scott were supposed to go, but the day before, or a couple days before, at the skating rink, my family rents out the ice at NU and everyone skates and everything.
Sure.
Shoots some hockey pucks around. So we go in there, and as
I didn't know you knew how to skate.
I do. I didn't skate this year. I'm so paranoid about like breaking something. You know what I mean? I haven't skated in a while, but I can fucking cut it up. I can never do the cool stop where you shoot the fucking snow. I can never really do that. It always kind of stutters. I can never really get it going.
Right.
But we walk in and we just see everyone standing in the circle around someone. And it was my sister fell on her ass and hurt her tailbone or something.
Oh, no.
So she's like, I can't sit down. So she couldn't go to the Lion King and sit for 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
In a seat, you know what I mean? So Lee's brother-in-law and brought our niece, the owner of the German Shepherd now.
Yeah, okay.
They brought her up, and he was driving. What kind of car does he have? Fucking Mercedes or something, some fancy ass car. And I'm sitting up in the front, and I'm not driving, so I get to fucking eat some special Kit Kats to go see the Lion King. And this motherfucker was a heated seat with a massage thing in it, and I didn't know. You ever get heated and massaged without knowing it was coming? I'm like, actually, whoa, what is happening right now? He's like, oh, is the heat coming on? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. There's a chair in my dad's living room that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does heat and cool and massage from ankles to the back of your neck.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have a little Japanese massage chair, and it's pretty fucking dope. And it does have a thing that comes out at the bottom, and you put your feet in it, and it like can compress on your ankles.
Oh, that's sweet.
And it's almost like a Bond villain chair. Like you get strapped into it, and they're like gonna like put a drill on your face for information.
I really like that.
Yeah. Where's 007?
Right.
But
love it.
I've used that thing medically before. You sleep heavy, and then you wake up. And then you stretch and your neck, and then you can't turn your head.
There's something wrong.
I specifically remember sitting down at the piano one morning and stretching to like start playing piano and just hearing a crack and then not being able to turn my head. It just had a lump. So I went to that chair and I sat and I turned the TV on and Kindergarten Cop was on.
Nice.
And I sat there for like half a Kindergarten Cop and just like, centralized it to one location, and just the ball just sat there and just rubbed this shit out, and it was fucking great.
Awesome.
I think I'm gonna go pop in that thing tonight.
Yeah, I would.
I need a little fucking me time. All right,
I would if I had it.
Stressful couple months.
Please.
Yeah, need a little spa day. Taking a mental health day.
Yeah. I could use a spa day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken was asking us about if we knew anywhere where there was like a sauna or a steam room or something.
How is Ken?
He gets steamed out. He's good. He's looking for a steam. He's looking to have a schwitz. If
looking
anyone
to have a
knows a
schwitz.
schwitz, point the guy in the right direction.
I just saw that Sopranos episode yesterday. Take your fucking clothes off.
My doctor specifically said heat is a problem.
Why won't you take your clothes off?
Yeah, we're deep in a Game of Thrones rewatch.
Nice.
It's wintertime. But there needs to be snow. I've been looking forward to this, like in the summer, when like you're playing a bunch of gigs. I'm like, I can't wait till it's winter and there's 10 feet of snow on the ground and we bustle inside and fucking get deep into Game of Thrones or something. But it's 18 degrees, but there's no snow, so it's not making it the same.
No.
You know what I mean?
I know.
But
I agree.
I think after that, it's about time for a Sopranos fucking watch along. Because we have a Sopranos trivia game she got that I'm embarrassingly good at. Like it's like I'm ashamed at how good I am at it.
Right.
Like she won't even finish reading the question, and I'm like, already bullshit. It'll be like a true or false, and I'm like, obviously false.
I'm embarrassingly good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started rewatching it.
It's a masterpiece.
It is.
It's such a time capsule for like early 2000s. Like their kitchen is like my parents' kitchen has like the same color pattern.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. AJ rolling up to his buddy's shitty little car, blasting gangster rap with his skateboard, and he tries to pop it up into his hand and he drops it. Yeah. It's like looking into a fucking mirror, dude. That's exact. And they're like all stand outside the thing and try to smoke cigarettes, but they look awkward with it. I was like, that is fucking us. Like the suburban kid fucking experience. They fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
It's so trippy. And as you watch it over the years, like we watched it as a kid, you know what I mean? Like you identify with different characters.
Sure.
You know, you see some AJ, and I'm like, yeah, I could see some of my like little shitty teenage self in that. And then there's obviously some Christopher in me, this fucking guy with a super hot blonde girlfriend and some substance issues. Yeah, I definitely identify with him.
Right.
You know. And then I'm going to enter my Tony Soprano era. I think I'm ready.
You think you're ready?
Fucking juice cleanses and shit. I want to sit with the ice cream on my belly and fucking.
See, that's the stage I'm in.
Yeah, I want to get there. I
I already passed all those other ones.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to reach my final form.
I'm trying to get back to Christopher. I woke up this morning at like 5:30 in the morning. So I got afternoon drunk yesterday. Nice. And yeah, it was great. I came home, fell asleep for like a half an hour, and was like, fucking make some dinner, or you're going to get up, make some dinner, or you're going to fucking sleep until fucking 10:30 at night.
Right.
And then you're going to be up the whole night, you know. So I got up.
Like a baby.
Yeah, I know, right? So I got up and made something to eat. I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning anyway, because I still ended up going to bed at like 10 o'clock. And I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, and right when I woke up, The Usual Suspects came on.
Nice.
Like I turned my TV on, and it just happened to be on that channel that I was on. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I worked out and watched The Usual Suspects, and fucking, I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and it is a classic.
It's a great one.
It's so fucking good. Kaiser Soze. Yeah. So, good stuff. That's good. It's a great movie for anybody out there looking for something to watch.
What have we
giving you some options here?
Yeah, we've been in the Seven Kingdoms so long, I can't remember the last movie I saw.
And then right before you guys got here, I saw Red 1 for the first time. Did you guys watch that?
Some new like rock movie, right? Some action movie with the Rock. Is the Rock in it?
It's yes, yeah.
Or is it John Cena, or is it?
No, it's The Rock, okay. And it's a Christmas movie though.
Oh, all right.
But it's like a dark Christmas movie, which is kind of a.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a different twist.
Nice.
There's a lot of evil and
nice.
And a lot of like there's different dimensions and stuff.
Did you see the Mel Gibson one called Fat Man?
No.
Where he plays like a Santa Claus, but he's like almost like an old like rugged fucking Santa Claus, and there's this kid and Walton Goggins is in it, who's fucking brilliant. Baby Billy from fucking Righteous Gemstones.
Oh shit!
And it's like a violent, dark Santa Claus movie.
Really?
We didn't watch any fucking Christmas movies this year. I don't know
what the fuck either.
We put on Muppet Christmas Carol on like Christmas Eve when we got home.
Yeah.
And almost fell asleep instantly.
Right.
Muppet Christmas Carol is a fucking banger. It's great.
I couldn't figure out how to work my dad and Vincent's TV at their house. And Vincent was like...
Vincent is her name?
Vincent is my
cooking
dad's,
all this stuff?
Yes.
Nice.
Vincent Tamburino.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it doesn't get much more Italian than that.
That's amazing.
I know.
Oh, there was a girl, at Ryan's wedding, we were sitting with Bianca at the table. She was at our table, and one of her friends had a super cool Italian name to it. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, Vincent and Tamburino?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So, she's dealing with the food the whole time, and then every time I ask my dad something, he's already on something else. I don't know. He's just at that point in his life where like he just doesn't pay attention anymore.
I'm trying to get there.
I don't know that he's losing it. I don't think that he's losing it.
No, I know. I think deafness is a myth. I think everyone just gives up. Every man just gives up.
He's like, I've already done all this.
I've tried to tell you what the answer was, and you just won't listen. I quit. I give up.
Yeah. So I couldn't figure it out. So my brother's like, put on. Well, did I send you the pictures of like the Christmas tree and stuff?
I don't know.
And I told you my dad has turned into Clark Griswold.
You told me that he has. I don't know if you sent pictures.
Okay, well.
So he's gotten pretty nutty with the lights then.
Dude, so like there's a Marty Moose on is the top of the Christmas tree.
No, the last picture I have from you is you and a bunch of dead pheasants.
Okay. Yeah, it was after that. So Marty Moose is the top of the Christmas tree.
Okay.
There's a sign on it that says she's a beaut, Clark.
Nice.
There's a picture of Clark. And then his front yard is, I'll send this to you because you might even want to use it as
I'll use it as a picture.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is probably the second or third brightest house in Lewiston.
Nice.
In all of Lewiston.
Dude's...
And he lives in a cul-de-sac, so no one knows.
Oh wow!
But it's
just coming from the from the roundabout.
It's incredible.
Wow. Guys just channel themselves into things sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. He does the same thing for Halloween.
Yeah,
I'll give you guys the address next year so that you can go by during both holidays because you're gonna want to. Trust me.
Yeah,
it's worth a look.
People get pretty nutty with Halloween.
But anyway, back to the TV. I'm trying to figure out the fucking TV, and my brother's like, dude, just put this on. And I'm like, I see it. I can't get to it. And he's like, give me that thing. So then he fucking takes it, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, this thing doesn't even work. And I'm like, I told you. So, like, me and my brother are back and forth. All of a sudden, Twins comes on. Nice. Just out of nowhere. I have no idea how it came on, but we were both like, this will work.
Yeah, stick with it.
So we watched Twins for Christmas.
We all
this year
chipped in and got my parents a TV because you go over there and their TV had like a black spot where it like in the top in the middle where it like died, and my dad's always got 3 remotes and he's fucking with them, and you know what I mean, could never really get a good flow going.
Right.
So we were like, me and my sister and everybody were like, all right, let's get him a TV. That's Lee's idea. So we're over there. We snuck a tape measure in at like Thanksgiving or something. Or somebody's birthday. We snuck a tape measure in and we're like measuring the TV that's there and how big the spot on the wall is. And they were probably wondering why we were acting so suspicious. Right. So we gave them this TV, and they're all stoked. And then it's a 65 inch. They had a 60. We're trying to upgrade them. But fucking, and then it was broken. My mom texted and said, "Hey, the TV's like damaged. There's like a big spot in the box that was smashed in." So I had to take that bitch up to Best Buy.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me this.
And while we took it up to Best Buy, while we were there, like it was like a parade of people walking into Best Buy with boxes of shit that they were probably taking back because it was fucking damaged. So they swapped it out for another TV, and then I looked, and like right on the side, it was like the box that it was in was like broken at the same spot. So I had to we opened it and like checked it and everything, and it was fine. But everyone check your shit. Yeah. Because Best Buy don't give a fuck. They did deliver it, but I went, the second one, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go pick that one up myself. And I will personally bring it from the Best Buy to my parents' house, and I'll be watching it throughout the whole fucking trip. Make sure nothing happens.
All right, I'm sending you all these things.
All right, yes. I want to see this.
So
holy shit.
Yeah, so in front of the garage door, there is an 8-foot Santa Claus with an 8-foot reindeer, right?
Yeah.
So we're there. And Vincent's son Mark and his wife Deanna got them the 8-foot Nutcracker for Christmas.
Oh, so it becomes a thing. You know what? That's cool because then you know what you're getting them every year.
Right.
It's easy. You just get them another thing. They got Snoopy on the mailbox. I didn't even
think about it. They got
an R2-D2 back here. They got a whole Star Wars thing.
Yeah, they got everything, dude.
They got a lion. They got the snowman. Right? Yeah, it's a lot. It's very bright.
It's very bright.
It lights the whole yard up.
Yes, it lights half the neighborhood up.
And that's a pretty tall tree.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and Clark Griswold's popping his head out the side.
Right.
Do you guys do the pickle?
What?
The pickle in the tree.
No. I've never even
heard of that? No. All right. It's a German thing.
Okay.
And I forgot. Every year we look up what it is, and every year we forget.
Okay.
But it's there's a pickle on the tree. My parents had a pickle on the tree. I think it's like a German thing, like it's good luck if you find the pickle or something. It's not an actual pickle. Or maybe it used to be an actual pickle. But now it's like, a little porcelain pickle hanging on a tree.
Sorry, this is the final one. No, I never even heard of that. It's a German thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So the last one's actually a video because the Nutcracker actually moves and plays a song.
Oh, neat.
I don't know if you guys heard that when I was just doing that. I forgot that the volume was going to come on.
Okay. The Christmas pickle is a glass ornament in the shape of a pickle that's hidden on a Christmas tree.
Sounds like a dildo.
The tradition of the Christmas pickle. Yeah. You ready for the Christmas pickle?
You ready for the Christmas pickle, baby?
The tradition is thought to be German-American, created in the late 19th century. However, a New York Times survey found that 91% of Germans polled were unaware of this tradition. Where the fuck did this come from?
91.
Microphone down.
Whoops.
91% of Germans are like,
Pickle got me.
Well, Germans they're like, hey, what kind of German traditions? Germans like, we don't have any traditions. We don't have any history before 1946. We have nothing. Don't even ask any questions. The pickle is usually the last ornament to be hung on the tree. On Christmas morning, the first child to find it receives a special treat or gets to open the first gift.
Wow.
The tradition's purpose is to keep kids from rushing through opening presents so they can appreciate each gift.
Oh.
The pickle is said to symbolize good luck.
Oh. Well,
There's
nice.
several stories about the origin of the tradition, including a marketing gimmick in the late 1880s when American stores began selling glass ornaments in the shapes of fruits and vegetables.
Ah.
Or a story about two Spanish boys who were held captive in a pickle barrel by an evil innkeeper. That went dark real quick.
Yeah. I didn't expect that twist.
So I was looking to get an answer about the pickle in the tree, and I'm almost more confused than I was before I read any of that.
I didn't know anything about it, and I'm confused.
Yeah. Okay, wait, let me see this video.
So...
I don't know. We have a couple little fake trees we put up with the lights and everything, and some stuff, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, mine's got mine's
couple
about time for me
to
bring mine down.
Oh, look at that. Here's the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a giant nutcracker. That's just giant Santa Claus too. He's got a really long arm. It's creepy.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like the proportions are the same as a person, but he's just giant.
They're
like
8 feet tall.
They're 8 feet tall.
They're 8 feet tall. Yeah.
Creepy.
All of
them. It's not like inflated. It's like an actual guy.
No.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So so we'll I think we're gonna call it in next year so that it'll get in the Sentinel. I guess you have to call in, and then, and then the house goes into the Sentinel. Which I didn't
do like
know
a whole
that.
map thing.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I just found this out.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I know that next December 15th, I'm making a phone call.
Yeah. I didn't know they did a map. I would do that.
Yeah. So
I want to do that every year. I say we're going to go to the Fatima Shrine too. Don't they deck that whole place out in Christmas time? The Fatima Shrine. You think they would?
Well, I'm only over there during the day, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a place on Morgan Drive that was like the whole roof.
Wow.
The whole roof was done. It's a house that has like half the house is like ranch style and the other half is second floor.
Yeah.
And the whole roof was done in white lights.
Nice.
It was very cool, and it was. Me and my brother were looking for it. When we pulled up, we were on 5th Street pulling up to Morgan, and he goes, well, which way? And I go, and I turn left. I go, left. And he goes, how do you know? And I go, dude, look how bright it is down there. And he's like, oh, yeah, it is kind of bright, huh? We got up to it, and he's like, holy fuck. And there's all these kids like walking through the yard and stuff. It was pretty cool.
There was a house near St. Peter's, kind of on like fucking 7th or something in Lewiston in the village, and it was like we were walking around down there, and from the distance we heard like it was Halloween time. We heard like screams and like gnarly noises from the distance, and people were walking in that direction.
Right.
And this dude had his whole fucking front yard was like the most graphic, gruesome, terrifying fucking things. Every scariest thing he must have bought 5 a year and been collecting for 20 fucking years. There was like a million of them. There's like little demon babies and all this psychotic, like really dark shit. And when he walked by, they would fucking like they had sensors and everything.
Right.
And then the next year, what?
He was on the corner of Onondaga.
Yeah, he was on the corner of and then fucking. And then I think it wasn't there the next year. And someone might have been like, hi, my child is in therapy forever now.
Yeah.
Because he was walking down the street and a fucking demon fucking attacked him.
Right.
Dude, it was gnarly. I was like, well, in there, I'm like, there's no way this guy, the village is pretty I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't let you get away with like a demon fucking like, oh, there was one like it was like an evil clown and he had two like kids by the ankles.
Yeah.
And the kids are crying and their faces were like molded in a way like they was really expressive. Whoever made these is a fucking lunatic. Whoever made these should be locked in the same cell that Burns guy's locked in. And he's holding them by the ankles, just like going back and forth, and the kids are screaming. It was horrifying.
Right.
It was cool, but Jesus.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
My dad has there's a coffin for Halloween, and a zombie like crawls out of it.
That's pretty cool.
So, he's got the Wolfman. He's got everything. So, a lot of times the kids' parents have to bring them all the way to the door.
Oh, because the kids get scared?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, I was like, Jesus Christ, Dad. You're scaring all the neighborhood kids.
I don't know. Dads love that shit.
Yeah.
They get into it. And once you start going, you can't stop.
He loves it.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, anything else that people got to know? Go check out the Biv EP. It's called RGB
definitely
FM.
go check it out.
It's on Spotify. Island song. Well, all right. Let me think if I can remember in order. Hot Piece, Some Kind of Lady, Island Song, and then Straw. Okay. I think that's the order. There's only 4 of them. Okay. I think that's the order. But yeah, man, it's pretty badass. We did it at Mammoth Studios in Buffalo. Justin Smith's fucking great. And they have the dispensary there at the studio now. Like the front part is not like they opened like a proper dispensary. I haven't been there yet, but I've seen pictures and it looks pretty fucking sick. So anybody needs some shit, go over to Mammoth.
Yeah. Everybody go check it out.
Yeah. All right. Captain Jug of Thoughts. Thanks for listening. Share it with your friends and everything.
We are going to do... we'll announce it next week, I think, but we're going to do something special because we got our 150th episode coming up.
Yes, we do. We've been talking. A few other people have come up to you with ideas for what to do.
Yes, we have. So next week, our next
we
will let you know what the new news will be.
Yeah. All right. I think this is 147 or something, right?
147 or 148. We're not sure.
Yeah,
we'll figure that out too for you.
Okay. All right. See you.
All right. See you next time.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.